Hey there, I'm Luke the Cooking Camper along with Zena the Glamper Camper and Mr. Cameraman. We're currently driving across the country and tonight we are headed to Cedar Crest, New Mexico. We're going to be staying for the first time at the Turquoise Trail Campground and RV Park. You guys, the drive here was absolutely beautiful. We did have to do a late check-in, so they just leave your stuff on a bulletin board and then you can pull into wherever you're going, but we have arrived. And today is the morning. We didn't realize that we had to sign this white piece of paper we have, but this is where, if you're doing a late check-in, they're gonna leave your stuff. But now we've got to sign this white paper. Zena has on one of her absolute cutest outfits ever. And I think she's staying warm, but she's still frozen. So after I drop this, I guess I'm gonna pick her up. Come here. And now we're just gonna walk around and show you guys everything. Here's the office. It opens at noon. They've got restrooms and showers right there, which we will be using later. And then right over here, it says registered guests only, no drive-throughs, but it shows you where the RVs go and where the tents go. And it's actually, to me, it seems like a pretty big campground. We're in site 41, and they've got all those tents and all of those RV sites. They also have a couple cabins thrown in there. And then if we keep walking this way, somewhere over here is like a dishwashing station. Okay, so me and Zena found the dishwashing station. It is closed for the season, but if I'm following the map correctly, if we walk on here, we should come to some more restrooms. Oh, yep, right here. And they are closed for the season, but that there must be some showers and stuff in there. Oh, that's funny, look there. Toilet seat planters. But now over here are some of the tent sites. So I can walk over here and show you guys since not many people are over here. So like for instance, this tent site is 39B. So I'm not sure if you get both of these pieces or just one, but it's really cool how you're like nestled into the trees, into the mountains. That's the primary reason we chose this campground, is because I really wanted to be in the mountains. Really pretty. Well, I'll tell you what, I would love to be in one of these tent sites just tucked into the trees. Super, super beautiful. And look at that sky. And here's one of their 3 cabins. They look pretty quaint and they are just labeled like that. Now, me and Zena are going to try to find here. Looks like they have a little hiking trail, possibly. Me and Zena love to hike. And if you want to be in a tent and be even more secluded, you can choose a site like this, site 3, or even 5, but it looks like it backs up to something. And then right here appears to be where the walking symbol is. So let's see if this is locked or if we can walk in there. Okie dokie. So you can see the chain link down there is nailed in, so obviously they don't want you walking through there. So maybe the map's outdated, or maybe that's just in the wrong spot, because it does look like there might be a little trail right there. Wow, what a beautiful trail. On the one side, you are walking up against some residential houses. If you're not okay with that, then this might not be the trail for you. And you can see right down here, I'm not quite sure if that's the end. There's not a solid map on this trail. So me and Zena were just walking. Thankfully, she doesn't want to walk because it is a little bit muddy. And I'm just a little bit confused because right inside that fence looks like a mountain hiking area also. So a little bit ago, we just passed by the entrance. So me and Zena are just going to walk back up to the entrance. And if you do have a dog, just know that this trail is pretty brush filled. So definitely gonna check her for any little intruders once we get back to the campsite. And some parts of the trail are also pretty steep, but I guess it is a mountain trail, right? Now I believe right up here is the entrance. Sweet. So now this is the entrance to the park. They do have some really pretty landscaping. And here we are at number 41. And let me and Zena show you guys kind of what the electricity setup is. So we just have a water electricity site. So you share a pole for the electricity. And then I am actually not sure where the water is. I will have to ask Mr. Cameraman. I think it might be in that box thing, but not entirely sure. Zena, time to get you all cleaned up. Zena got all cleaned up. Now it's time for me to get cleaned up. And as we walk to the bathroom, here is their dump station. And then the bathrooms are just right up here. So right off the bat, not my best campground restroom experience. So you do need tokens. You get 5 minutes per token. Now, if you're like me and Mr. Cameraman, he never uses their showers. I always do, so I always use his tokens. Well, I put in his too, and I still only got 5 minutes. So just a word of advice, if you're going to do that like me and him do, put in one token, use it all, and then put in another token. Now, one thing to note about this little bathroom is that there is no locks on any of the doors. So you come in, there's not a lock, and you come into like this big open area. On one side the men's room, one side the women's room. Then there's no lock on this door. You go in here, and then there's 2 different curtains that you walk through, but there's no lock. So I mean, you are pretty out in the open, I guess you could say. And since I thought I was going to get 10 minutes, I actually soaped up my hair one more time, then the water turned off, so I ended up having to rinse it out in the sink. There's Mr. Cameraman and Zena chilling in the camper over there. But yeah, I mean, they at least had room for my bag in there, and then they had some sinks so that I could shave and stuff. I forgot to brush my teeth, so I'm gonna have to do that in the camper. But I mean, if we stayed here again, I would use it again, but I would not count the restrooms as like a pro reason to come to this particular campground. They also only have 1 shower stall, which I think is a little bit problematic. I think that they could have fit in a couple more into that space if they just kind of reorganized it a little bit. And they do have free Wi-Fi here, but the cell coverage is amazing because of the wide open sky. We've had 4 bars the entire time. So it looks like the water is just right down here. So Mr. Cameraman's going to do all that shebang, and then we're going to go to the dump site. But we will definitely be coming back to this campground if we're in the area. If you liked this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you never miss the next time me, Zena, and Mr. Cameraman try out a new campground, try out a new product, or just film any kind of random new video. Get out and enjoy what God has given us, and get out and enjoy nature and food as much as we do. Have a great one.